Yeah, you're right. It is after midnight and it is time to go moon burning, baby. Moon burning with the doctor after this cup of tea, baby. Yeah, you're right. Theatrics aside, it's not quite the full moon. Damn near. It will actually be full much later today, right? Much later today. Sometime this afternoon, in fact. But it's full right now. It's full. It's gonna get just a little fuller. You can't really see it too much because there's overcast. It's been raining a lot throughout the day. Yeah, it's wet outside. Can't moon burn without a little sugar in the tea. It's not something I do all the time, but I feel like getting sweet tonight. Honestly, I don't have anything together yet, including whatever kind of music session I want to do tonight, because I'm going to do one. But since it's been raining and there's a chance of rain during this session, I'm not bringing the guitar. What do we want? I'm looking for something called The History of Gospel, and then maybe some kind of self-help tape that I have kicking around in here. Volume 7, The History of Gospel Music. Okay. And then here's that one that was on my mind. I was looking for that. Relaxation exercises for students. That'll work. Yeah, you're right. So now I kind of have my music thing together, sort of, not really. I've got to do some things with it in there, but it's pretty easy doing a tape session. All the gear for it can fit right in there with the fishing gear. But now I have to put my mind to that, to the fishing gear. It's a full moon. It's been raining a lot. And honestly, we're not going towards the river. I want to go somewhere different tonight. Plus, I don't want to ride the bike through a ton of mud tonight because it's gonna, yeah, I did that the other night. So what's the doctor got in store? Well, I'm gonna tell you, but later. Moon burning, baby, come on. Looking at the specials on the sign. It is now after 1. It's actually after 1:30. It's quiet out here, amazingly enough. I know, it should be, right? It should be quiet. You hear it? Can you believe it? This has been going for days and days on days. And then it's draining, running right through there and draining right over there. Oh, it stinks here too. I like this old strip mall that I'm cruising through. You know, I have no idea how much time I have to fish because it keeps saying something I don't want to hear. That's the weather, right? But it might not turn out to be true. I think this is the newer bit of this strip mall, whereas where this groomer is, right here, this is the older bit. This one is older. I like the style. You need to clean up the front of the awning a little bit, but it's pretty cool looking. So it's saying like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. we could see some rain, and then the rest of the day it's supposed to have rain. But what's it going to be in reality at the end of the day is anybody's guess right now. We're just going to do as we please and keep paying attention. Oh, this stuff. Oh, look at it. My light is making shit freak out. It's still freaking out. Okay, so this isn't the main site that I'm going to. It's just where I'm stopping at the moment to see if we can get bait. And of course, we're just going to fish the red worm under the cork. So here's that later moment where I tell you about the fishing. So we got 3 different rods with us. I brought 3 different rods for different things, but this is the only one that's pretty much not for catfish. This one's just for bait. So we got a catfish rod with 20-pound mono on it and a catfish rod with 80-pound braid on it. So as you can imagine, the one with 20-pound is a smaller rod, and the 80-pound braid is one of my 10-foot Daiwa beef sticks. Do you know where we're going? It's not here. This is just a spot to stop at for a few minutes. So as you noticed, and I noticed too, the light of the headlamp is freaking these fish out. There's a bunch of alligators hanging out where all that cut grass and stuff is choked up. It's been raining a lot. I thought we'd stop here to see what it was like, to see if we could get some whitewater action, because this is unlike a lot of our pumping stations here. This one's computerized, so it could come on at any minute. I wasn't really planning on doing it here, but I think we need to put this down for a sec and get the cast net, because it looks like there's big shad up in here. I'm sitting here burning. Need to turn it off so we're not burning. People be like, what do you mean by moon burning? It's the opposite of sun burning. The clouds have cleared, you can see the moon, so maybe we will get a moon burn. Like I said again, it's only the opposite of a sunburn. Nowhere near as bad. I bet you were thinking that I meant something else by moon burning. I am not one for combustion. Yeah, you're right. Now, throwing the net here can go really, really wrong, but it can be done. And I probably can throw the net where we're going. However, I've never thrown it there. But when it comes to throwing the net here, don't throw it too close. You see where that metal bar is? There's a block under there, and your net will catch on it because there's metal bits. Same thing with the metal bar over there. And then never throw it past where you see this concrete. If you ever come here to throw a net, you're going to regret it if you throw it out here somewhere, because this is all rocks under the water. See, there's the rocks there. Well, there's rocks there where you can't see them. So many times we come here to bass fish and we get hung up on somebody's trashed up cast net that they abandoned out there under the water, and we had no idea it was there. And next thing you know, we might be crawling out there to remove it if we can. If you're somewhere else in the world besides around here, don't worry about it. But lots of people around here are watching, and I want them to know what's up instead of wasting an $80 net here. Not that this one cost $80, but they are around. This one probably cost me closer to 50, 40 something. I don't know where I got that, Walmart or Academy. Oh, the big old shad just jumped right through the air. Not something that came out of the net though. There's definitely a lot of shad here. Oh, we got something in the net, a little shad. It's not a little shad, it's a little bluegill. Well, I thought there was a lot of shad here. I'm just getting a bluegill here and there. Maybe I scared them, because when I walked up with my light, they were all getting the heck out of here. I scared them. I'm not the first one to use the term moon burning. It just means hanging out during the full moon. You may be at a full moon party. You may be by yourself like I am tonight, fishing and playing some music, rolling around, having a full moon adventure. It's almost like you could do it 3 days a week during the full moon, because you got the day before, the day of, and the day after. I wanted to do saltwater fishing tonight because that would probably work out pretty good. Probably gonna hear a splash here in a second. It's not from me. Oh, did you see that? He just kind of slipped away. He didn't. I thought he was gonna go crazy and splash. Ooh. What do you think? Yeah, I'm on my friend's dock on the ICW. Check it out. Let's see what happens. That's what we're doing. We're just gonna hang out here as long as the weather will let us. Nobody's thrown a cast net here. The guys who own this, I don't believe they have. I asked and they said no. But I would imagine that I wouldn't want to throw it too close to the bank because that's all rocks. But maybe we can get a bite before I throw the net, a bite on this worm. I didn't keep the bluegills that I caught in the net. There was only like 3 of them that I caught. Amazing. I thought there was a bunch of shad there, but I think I scared them. They were too small and I wanted something bigger, or maybe shad. But here pretty soon I'm gonna throw the net. I thought I would make my depth deeper underneath the cork. I bet there's freshwater shrimp in here, river shrimp, either grass or river shrimp. The grass shrimp are the smaller ones, and then there's a different species, the river shrimp. They get much bigger, sometimes the size of my pinky there. But of course, it's been raining almost every day, and all the pumping stations in my area, whether it's on this side or that side of the ICW, they all pump into the ICW, hence why we have a high level here. So yeah, this water is really dirty, and it's the full moon again. Sometimes fishing during the full moon is not that great, and yeah, salt water would have worked out better, I think, but even during the full moon on salt water isn't that great because your tides are much higher and much lower. Water's moving really fast. But I would have rather have been doing salt water tonight. It would have been a good night if I was out looking for shrimp, for sure. I bet people are. And tomorrow night. Not finding a bite with this worm here. Wonder if we'll find a bite with any. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a bite? Or is it just the current? Ah, stupid. It did not open up good enough. One little shad. Okay, so it took several casts, but I've collected a stock of shad. They're not huge. Some of them are not completely tiny either, but I'm not getting a bunch. Like the most I've gotten is maybe 6 in one net, but it's like 2, 1, 3, and then all of a sudden 6. So I don't know what we have. Got enough to start. I'm just doing a dropper loop with a 2/0 Kahle and only 2 ounces of lead because I'm not going to be fishing. Well, I might throw it out as far as I can, but we're going to be fishing close in and far out. Just don't need a lot of lead tonight. I have 2 ounces, and then I have 3, 4, and 6 if I need to go up. So let's keep it where it is. As for the hook, just like I said, it's a 2/0 Kahle. It's by Eagle Claw. So we have the loop already, and to get the hook on the loop, we just pinch the loop and give me a sec. It's not always easy to get this loop through the eye of the hook, but that's the idea. And I'm probably going to turn this camera off to do it. I did it. All right, so now we have a loop after the eye, right? Open it up and we put the hook through that loop. It's called a cow hitch. We got us a honka-tonka billy rig here. Fish in the cow hitch. Whoa, something just busted something in the water. Did you hear that? So not super small. Let's cut this in half or so. Could go with a bigger hook for this, but this is what I'm doing, a 2/0 Kahle, so we can catch eater sizes. That's what's up. Just right out in front of here, not too far, maybe about a 20-25 foot cast off this dock. There's some rod holders already here. Let's go ahead and trust it. It's called a strawberry moon this time around. It's supposed to be really low, like the lowest it's going to be. I think 2043 is when it's going to be this low again. It's a shame I couldn't catch freshwater shrimp. I know they're in this canal. When I was throwing the net, I was catching baby gaspergoo, really tiny ones, right? So I have the worm a little further out. Maybe we'd get a gaspergoo on the worm, but a small one maybe. There are gaspergoo in here and other things. Lots of things eat shrimp. But I was thinking live bait would work really good, or extremely fresh. We'll just have to wait and see what works at all, if anything works. Tree 38. Not surprised I haven't had a bite, but it's a good night for a moonburn. Okay, I was messing with some radios and we had a bite. We still have the bait though. There's a really cool ringing sound in the distance towards the Belle Chasse bridge. We're gonna put it out further this time. Probably about 30, 35 feet. That's what I'm messing with. Midland. Someone gave these to me. They said they sucked, and that's correct, they do. What is that? Extra talk. Horrible. I wonder if that was even a bite. Maybe something just bumped the line. I tend to think it was a bite. I mean, the rod tip went boom all of a sudden and started shaking violently, but the rod holder that it's in has some bouncy give to it. So yeah, well, happen again, why don't you? I'm just gonna say son of a, because I turned the camera off and it happened again. And that it's a bite. Hot dang, what do you know? We're getting bites. Might even catch a fish tonight during the full moon. I've always said fishing's not that great during the full moon, but I've never said that you cannot catch fish during the full moon. It is a possibility. People always hear me say the fishing's horrible during the full moon and they think I'm saying it's impossible. And I'm not. It's not impossible, but it just takes forever sometimes. It's not always the best. When we get into summertime, if we have some good bass fishing water that's clean, we are in summertime by the way, but we don't have clean water. A lot of people say, oh, I love to fish for bass at night during a full moon. I've tried it here. Maybe it can work, but we don't have the cleanest water. We need clean water for them to really go after your bait here. I mean, hey, I could be wrong. This is just based on my experiences. I'm talking a lot right now because I want to film this. Maybe I should just shut up and film. Anyway, I don't really want to sit there and stand forever. I want to sit here and sit here. It doesn't matter what I say. Somebody's always going to argue with me. I could say the world is round and someone's going to say, no, you're wrong, it's flat. Speaking of flat earth, I find that just ridiculous. I'm more into the West Pole, but it's more of a whimsical thing. I've got works coming out sometime late this month on M. Hood's Boom with West Pole somewhere in the title. West Pole is not a real thing, but West polarity, I mean, why shouldn't it be a real thing, right? So it's more of an idea. And some people will argue that about flat earth. They'll say, oh, it's just an objective idea, you know, it's like free thinking. Yeah, but it's just really, really dumb, isn't it? In the same regards, the West Pole is dumb. I mean, if you're like a Pepsi drinker and you're looking for the East Pole, yeah, that's just as dumb, but it's the idea of it, right? Like, we know it's dumb. We know there's no such thing as a West Pole or an East Pole, and there's already somebody down in the comment section saying they've been there and they've bought a souvenir. So it's more of an idea, an aesthetic. It's like you're searching for something that's not there, right? And you go so far west that you're in the east. Maybe you're up in the Andes. Like back in the day when they were looking for the West Pole, they thought it was in the Andes. I mean, they really were looking for it. There were people, explorers, looking for the West Pole, and they ended up in the Andes, and apparently they were catching fur-bearing trout. They were so high up in the mountains and it was so cold, so much snow, that the trout developed fur so they wouldn't freeze. Fur-bearing trout. But it's not in the Andes. The West Pole is not in the Andes. It is so far west that it's in the east, but it's actually an antenna on top of a building on top of a mountain in Japan. It's not even really the pole that you thought it was. It's just an antenna sending out a frequency, sending out a signal to the world. But it's in Japanese, so nobody noticed. Oh, was that a bite? I'm gonna go to the West Pole. The best way to go to the West Pole, you need cowboy boots on your feet and you need some kind of honka-tonka billy suit over your skin. You don't necessarily have to wear the cowboy hat, but if you're not out exploring like you're going to a honky-tonk in Japan, it's not going to reveal itself, because I didn't tell you what's in that building on top of that mountain in Japan where the West Pole is located on its roof, as it is just an antenna. There's a mountaintop Japanese honky-tonk. That's right. They make the best udon at that mountaintop West Pole honky-tonk. Only thing is, there's no other way to get there besides walking up this dangerous mountain trail to the top of this mountain where the West Pole honky-tonk exists. And you have to bring water up, because there's no water up there, believe it or not. So you have to bring a big jug of water to give to the guy who's making the udon. And you know, the jugs weigh about 20 pounds. So you have to carry a 20-pound jug of water up this mountain trail to where the West Pole honky-tonk is on a Japanese mountain. And then you have to pay for the udon, and you can't use your card. It's cash only. All right, so stuff is starting to knock around out there, right? And we've had a few bites right after I changed my orientation with the seat and climbed up a mountain to the West Pole honky-tonk. And we don't have any bait, but luckily, as luck would have it, as things go, this is not the West Pole, but I put a piece of bait on top of that pole. And right back out there. Professor Eric was the first person to tell me about the West Pole and that they were catching fur-bearing trout. So it's not something I'm making up. Doesn't mean it's real, though. The story about the udon and carrying the water up, that's real, however. That's real. You can find YouTube videos about it. YouTubers carrying water up to this. It's not an izakaya. But yeah, in reality, on top of a mountain, there is a little cafe, and the deal is you have to bring some water up. And if you get up there and it's closed, it's because they ran out of udon. So you could end up walking up this huge trail up the mountain carrying water for no reason. But just leave the water there and go take a picture of the view, because it's beautiful, right? So if it's a honky-tonk that sells liquor, if it's a bar, in Japan it would be an izakaya, because that's what a bar is. But you have pubs. Pubs can be different. Izakaya is generally a small hole in the wall. Believe it or not, there are honky-tonk izakayas in Japan. I mean, shit. The whole world loves country music and honky tonks and everything else. There's like a crazy rockabilly scene in Japan as well, and as well as other things. But is there the West Pole? I'm not sure about that. Apparently, there are other things there that are just as mystical as the West Pole. I would like to, oh, there we go. We're getting, I should have got up fast. I'd like to go to Japan. I would fly into Osaka, and I would start this trek from there, and I would go in search of Kobe beets. They're supposed to be the best beets you've ever tasted. Delicious, sweet, but albino. They're white. And they're grown in secret beet fields up in the mountains of Kobe. This is above the area where Kobe beef is from. Kobe is just like if you're in Osaka, you're gonna go a little south out of Osaka going around the bay, because Kobe's right on the bay, right? It's extremely rare, these beets. It's so rare, like 99% of the world has not tasted them. But you might be so lucky as to find them. You just gotta go. Kobe beets. If you look it up on the internet, you'll find the story that I'm telling you. But you'll also find that there are some headphones from there called Kobe beets. Kobe beets. Yeah, you're right. Kobe beets. Albino beets. So there is actually a albino beet, right? White beets. And they are supposed to be delicious and sweet. I had them a long time ago. I haven't had them recently. It's something you don't see at the grocery store, maybe at a farmer's market, and definitely it's something that gardeners grow, right? So are regular albino beets, I mean, there's a lot of different heirloom albino beets, but could the Kobe beets be hiding somewhere in a garden variety albino beet? Because they're not finding them in Kobe. Maybe the Kobe beets are lost somewhere, and the truth be told is that someone in Ohio is growing them but had no idea. Yeah, you're right. So I would like to grow albino beets in Kobe. I would go there and I would say, see, I'm growing Kobe beets. You couldn't find them, I brought them to you. Not really Kobe beets, but also I'd like to go grow pumpkins there. The Portuguese were the first sailors to bring pumpkins to Japan. That was a long time ago. And so it was so long ago that they have their own pumpkins, their own version, Japanese pumpkins. They have a light green skinned one, a dark green skinned one, and a black skinned pumpkin. And they're about the size of a fridge melon, right? But the skin, I mean, not the skin, the flesh is like very, very thick on Japanese pumpkins. How come we don't have black skinned pumpkins for Halloween here? We got everything else. Starting to get a series of bites here, but our second bait is still there on that hook. One more time, right back out there. About 35 feet out in front of here. And just put it right back down in here. See, this has a lot of give, so a little bite can look crazy because it's bouncy. But do you now understand what I'm saying? Things such as the West Pole and Kobe beets, far more whimsical and mystical than anything flat earthers have to say. Because flat earthers are trying to prove something to you that is just stupid, and I'm just telling you a tale, a story, and I'm honest about it. I'm telling you that yes, there is no West Pole. Kobe beets do not exist. Kobe beets was made up recently, like in the last 50 years or less. It's just a fun story. It's a play on words. Kobe beef. It's not as stupid as the flat earth thing, because there are people who literally believe in flat earth. Just like, you know, oh, this is going to ruffle some feathers. There's people that believe in, Bigfoot. Bigfoot lore was fun when I was a kid. But it's run its course, and I never took it seriously, and I thought it was just a bit of fun. And now there's like people that just won't let it go. Bigfoot's not real, people. We would have caught one by now. This isn't fighting whatever it is. Oh, there it goes. It pulled back finally. There it goes. Kicking in a little bit. There we go. Eater. Perfect little eater size. Take that home. Let's take a look at a little blue cat. Little tiny eyes on this fish. This spot is good for this size. It's not like a deep hole here. I mean, it's pretty shallow right off the dock, and then out in front of it where we caught this is not deep. I bet we could catch a big one here eventually, but this is going to be the size. That's why I came here tonight, because I knew I'd get this, and I thought, why not get something to eat? Perfect size. I'll get a bait out there real quick, and then I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to film it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the gills of that fish. But I want another one. More than one fish in this video as well, but I'd like another one of that size to take home. Yeah, you're right. It is just a little bit before sunrise. I'm doing something crazy. I'm leaving. Yeah, you're right. I'm hungry. Dogs are waiting. I'm ready to go. Got one. There wasn't much action after that, so I'll see you back at the house. rinsed and dried. There we go. Not done. Almost though. Okay. Ready to eat? I'm just kidding. Just a little bit of this. It's blackening seasoning. Probably my favorite brand of this. There's other ones I like, but this one I like especially. I'm gonna put this in the fridge and sort out the veg. Here's the veg before I cut it. Carrots, onion, green beans from the garden. Check them out. My friend grew these and gave me a bunch. These are Asian green beans. Let's cut. Alright, so carrots slivered a little bit like this. Green beans about like that length. It's just what I'm doing. Only half an onion and just sliced up like that. Also, make sure there's a coonhound underneath you. That's important. I want to get some heat underneath this wok, and I want quite a bit. I think it's electric, right? So I think 7 is good. It won't take long, but best to give it time to heat up. And while it's heating up, I'm gonna get these things opened. Sesame oil, soy sauce, minced ginger, I'm just listening to random dub techno. Look at it, already smoking. Smells good. I'm gonna put these vegetables in here first. Honestly, I could have got that hotter. It's gonna take the fish a shorter period of time than the vegetables. I didn't cut the carrots all super thin, and I don't really want to cook the devil out of them. I don't want to cook the dickens out of these vegetables because I'll be cooking the vitamins out. Just want to cook them a little bit. To your liking. And if it's not to your liking, don't add ginger, but it's special. It's gonna make this taste like Thai food. Needs more ginger. A little more of this. Okay, so I'm gonna take it off the heat. Fish is pretty much done. But we're gonna let it sit there for a sec. By the time I got the rice dished up, see it's still cooking. It'll be done. It's pretty much already there. It's not like we gotta wait forever for the rice because I made the rice before I cut the fish. So here we go. Nice bit of jasmine rice. That's more important than having a coonhound under your feet while you're cooking. As long as you got some rice, you're good. Rice is good. Just want a little bit of this on here. I don't want a landslide. There's you a nice bird's eye view of what I'm rocking this morning. I don't know if you want to call that my breakfast or my dinner. I call it my food. It's called praying. Give it a go. It's good. Let's see if this is good. Try a piece of fish first with a green bean tagging on the end. I'm not gonna lie, pretty good. You know why it's pretty good? I'll tell you. It's because I cooked it. Yeah, you're right. Not everything I cook is good. I've had some serious disasters in the past, but not today, baby. Not today. Rice is, ooh, I really want to get at the rice. Oh, that is, rice is so good. Wow. Wow. The green beans. Perfect. Big shout out to the two Stevens, father-son duo. Grew these green beans, brought them over the other day. Thank you so much. Wow. You don't know how much that made my day. I love these kinds of green beans. All kinds of green beans really, but especially these. These are great. They're like, look like shoestrings, right? Let's go for a carrot. Snappy. Not overcooked. Perfect. Onion. Oh. Whoa. That onion really soaked up some flavor. My goodness. I tell you what, I'm gonna get out of here real soon, right after a bite of rice, and I'm gonna get at another piece of fish in front of you. Yeah. Wow. This was my intention all along, going to that dock just to get some food. I don't think the chances of getting a monster from there are extremely good, but getting some food, yes, extremely good spot for getting some food, because 3 to 5 pounds or just 2 pounds, the size blue cat I got this morning anyway, perfect eater size. You know, it takes quite some time for them to get up to a pound, like 2 to 4 years. That's why I really don't eat big fish out of the river or anywhere, big catfish anyway, because it's like shopping for groceries at a senior citizen center. And I'm almost a senior. Wow. I tell you what, I'm gonna enjoy eating the rest of this. To your chagrin. She's staring at me. You got the carrot tops and the carrot bottoms. What more do you want? Everything, right? Yeah, you're right. I'll tell you what. Want a piece of carrot? You're gonna have to come get it. Come on. Come get it. Say hi to the people. Come on. Can you see her nose sticking up? Come on. Up. 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 Come here, Tulse. Come on. Up, up. Come on. Oh, there you go. Did you see it? Well, you see the tail wagging. She's a happy camper now. Hey, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, and commenting. Subscribing for sure. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the members of the channel. Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody out there. And you have yourself a good day, good morning, good whatever you're gonna have. Yeah, you're right. Hey, I'll see you next time.